MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it comes your way next. Zach Wheeler, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Dan, please, Zach, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch on its way. And a lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. Well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, Matty V, talking about a team that's on a roll right now, Dero. How about this? Through the first 4 games of this homestand, perfect 4-0. They've got their sights set, Dero, on some bigger and better things.
And you know what, Dan, and the fans feel it. You can tell there's an electric atmosphere brewing in this stadium right now, and hopefully it continues.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And there's your first out of the inning.
Batting second, the second baseman, Ronald.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan, please, Zach?
Yeah, you have to look out for the guy they call Simba, Andrelton Simmons. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. Back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Alec Bohm is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Ball 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Hit hard on the ground to first. Hoskins grabs it cleanly. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Yankees nothing. Blue Jays coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Jared Eichhoff is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Jared Eichhoff, one of the top up-and-coming pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 97. Overhand curveball from a right-hander. Might have the best right-handed curveball from a starter in baseball right now. Guy has a terrific future.
At the plate, Aaron Hicks. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Aaron.
He pulls this one into right. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
At the plate now, Wilmer Flores. Here's a pop-up now. Kirilloff in foul ground, 1 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. First delivery to him on the way. Lined hard toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Hicks ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
Nick Castellanos now as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in trying to put together a complete ball game as they've lost their last two.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Standing in, Rhys Hoskins. And now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Eichhoff, the former Philly, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
I guess their scouting reports on this guy were dead on because it's already 2-0 in the early going, and they're having absolutely no trouble seeing him here. On the other side, they're very quickly looking at a game that they're going to have to fight back in.
Here's George Springer as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now. The Blue Jays on top, 2-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Alex Kirilloff, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Right there for strike one. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And, guys, one thing I want you to be mindful of in this one. We were here early, pregame, watching these guys take extra reps, ground balls, throwing the ball across the diamond, fly ball, shagging. This team has the highest fielding percentage in the American League. And the amount of work that goes in to playing stellar defense, and I think that's what makes this team really good.
Hit hard down the line, but this will get foul. 2-1. Now here it comes. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Digging in now for the Yankees, Dom Thompson-Williams. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive.
Thompson-Williams.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Hit in the air down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Count even at 2-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Thompson-Williams is there, and he has it for the first out.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's take a look at outfielder Bradley Zimmer. Can't say it enough. Hybrid. But he's going to profile as a center fielder for me. And what's scary, he's coming at you 6'4", 6'5", but speed's his #1 tool with a strong and accurate arm. Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in a big part of the field.
A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. The 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Hit back up the middle. Simmons is there. And that's the second out. So digging in now, Austin Nova. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. And he's able to get back in there at first safely. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. From the belt, the pitch. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the ball off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Standing in now, Wilmer Flores. Popped him up. Kirilloff ranging into shallow right. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. A run for the Jays thanks to the RBI double. We've played 2. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Jays.
Welcome back to the home of the Blue Jays, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun. Matt, back to you.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And it's fouled away. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. To 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler.
Ball inside.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Ground ball right side. Gregorius showing off the range. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next, the San Diego area native Bradley Zimmer. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike one to start the at-bat. One out, nobody on. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike two.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Russell Martin now. And he fouls this one off. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouled away. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper.
The right fielder.
First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike one. Into center field, line drive, base hit. Already 2 hits in the ball game as he's on base here in the home third. And as we called on the team leaderboard, you can see that he currently paces the Blue Jays in that category. Nick Castellanos at the plate now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Tauchman moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. At the plate, Rhys Hoskins. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now batting.
George Springer the next to hit. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a hot shot toward third. That gets down and the inning will continue. Now a long throw to third. Oh, and it's off target and he'll be safe at third.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. The 2-2. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
That's in there. Base hit. And the second run will score as well.
Man, this is just not what he had in mind when the skipper gave him the ball in this one. He's given up 8 hits, and we're not even out of the 3rd inning. He's getting exposed a little bit here.
Didi Gregorius swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
1-1.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll beat an early retreat here this afternoon, as he could never really get into the flow of the ball game. Juan Nicasio is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Austin Nova is in with 2 away here, as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Correa on second. Gregorius at first. 2 out in the inning. In the dirt here. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Kirilloff will put this one away, and the side. Back to the top of the order now, and standing in one of the best 2-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Line toward the alley in left center. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
Now batting, second baseman, Ronald.
Stepping in now, Ronald Torreyes. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Ball 2 now.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
The count now at 2-1. This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Coming to the plate now, Alec Bohm. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Yanks held in check. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks.
He up by a boatload early on in this one. You can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Nope.
And it's 1-1. The 1-1.
Ball 2. Count is 2-1.
Two and 2 the count. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So one away here with the bases empty. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. This pitch is popped up. Kirilloff has a play. 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First offering on its way, and he fouls this one off. The 0-1 pitch. He went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Torreyes fields it cleanly. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
But D-roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Long throw to third. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And he falls behind 0-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Trying to hang a zero. Here's the pitch. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Now a long throw to third. To third now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
And I can't blame the pitching coach for making that walk. That's 3 consecutive 2-out hits here, so he's going to remind this guy that they just need to make one good pitch and get this inning over with. Let's see if the talk does any good.
George Springer is at the plate as he watches ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
6 runs, double the amount of hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. This is in the air to left field. Waiting on it is Zimmer. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. On to the top of inning number 5. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Thank you, Heidi. Alex Kirilloff stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. And he takes strike 2. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. So stepping in, Mike Tauchman, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
The center fielder, number
Digging in to try it again, Dom Thompson-Williams comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And they'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
1-1. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and ambling over to the batter's box is Carlos Correa. Lays off 1-0. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Count is 1-2 now. And a good strike 2 pitch there as he has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled away. Now another 1-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Line drive to left. Zimmer is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius.
Didi Gregorius.
First pitch coming. Here it is. He pulls this one into right. A dive, but it's off his glove.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
From the belt, the pitch. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. In now, Jonathan Villar. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
2-0.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bradley Zimmer stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball 1.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Hicks is under it. 1 down. Stepping up to the plate, Russell Martin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
1-1.
1 ball.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. It was a single for him in his last at bat. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Left for the Yankees. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Digging in now, Aaron Hicks. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. A little late on the fastball here as this is bounced foul just off to the left. Strike 1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. 1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And up next, the utility man Wilmer Flores. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Hey guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get me over breaking ball. But that's exactly what happened.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Fouled away. Runners on first with 1 down. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
Nicholas Castellanos stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Hey boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Line drive to left. Zimmer is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now, and he is in there. Stepping into the box, Rhys Hoskins. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the... All set for the start of the inning, and up next the infielder slash utility man Ronald Torreyes.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Fouled off. Here comes another 0-2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Harper has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Stepping into the box, Alec Bohm. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and that batter didn't miss it.
In the dirt, and now let's see. In time as he just gets the tag down. The 1-2.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
And that is through into right field for a single.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count. 2-2. And he's able to find the knockout there.
Mike Tauchman is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Popped him up. Flores has room in foul territory, and that retires the side. This one pretty well in the bag. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. John Gant enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Striding into the box, George Springer. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 1 for 2. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Hit in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 1.
So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th. And the former number 1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. This is skied into short left center. Zimmer comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. Now at the plate, Austin Nova has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. Line drive to left. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Has a look, now the pitch. Popped up. Bohm in foul ground, but this will land untouched. 2 out here and a runner at second. Sent on the ground out to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. A run for the Jays. Ready once again, Dom Thompson-Williams. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Jay Spry has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. First pitch of the at-bat. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Fry is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Behind 0-2 now. And that's a setup pitch right there. 1-2.
1-2.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. At the plate, Jonathan Villar, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Fry is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty D, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit-miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
In there, and it's 0-2 now. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go. Now at the plate, Wilmer Flores. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Wilmer Flores.
First pitch on its way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Another one sent foul. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Left center, base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. 1-0 the count. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
As we take another look here, you can see it's a two-seam fastball running away from him at the plate. So he does this smart thing, not trying to pull it or just rolling over it, just goes with it and has enough juice on it to drive it for a double.
Dylan Betances comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Nicholas Castellanos is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Hit in the air down the right field line. Tachman is there. Let's see if they try it. And that one just not deep enough, so they'll wisely hold him at third with one out in the inning now. First offering on its way. Little chopper back to the mound. And there are two away now. Striding in, George Springer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Goodness. 0-2 now.
Hey, don't. I know those were two bad swings, but he hits middle of the order for a reason. It only takes one swing.
Now a ball hit towards Simmons at short. Reined in. Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for no. Stepping in, Russell Martin starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Hector Neris comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Hoskins gathers it in, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Now batting, Andrelton Simmons. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Now batting.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
A 7-0 shutout final today. The Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Wheeler earned his 5th win of the year. Jared Eichhoff couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL East, the Toronto Blue Jays got 18 hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees 7-0. They now have 5 straight wins. The Rangers launched 3 home runs as they took down the Red Sox on the road 3-0. The Orioles totaled 11 hits as they beat the White Sox on the south side 7-6. The Oakland Athletics swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they destroyed the Rays 10-4. The San Francisco Giants put together 10 total hits as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 8-4. The Tigers swatted 4 home runs in this one as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 8-2. The Halos knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 9-4. The Mariners put up 16 hits